Oh, and welcome back to The Last Flame. I got some other stuff coming up this week, but yeah, I was out most of the weekend, and I went, man, I really want to play The Last Flame. So I'm going to play The Last Flame. Today's the day I'm going to go ahead and turn on Surge, I think. I'm not opposed, basically. I didn't think I was going to be still playing this game for this long, but, you know, it just kind of works out this way. The game's very fun. So, yeah, let's do a little bit of Surge. If I'm still going, like in a few weeks, we can turn on Reborn. But after last run, where I kind of was like, oh, I'm just going to play this line that I've already played before, to a different extent, right? I played it a little differently, but you know what I mean. So I don't know much about Surge. This is going to be a bit of reading whenever they show me a character that says Surge on it. Are you a Surge guy? You are a Surge guy. Okay. Deals damage split between enemies hit. Generates 1 energy per 15 damage dealt. So something is wrong, right? What do you mean he does 1300 base damage? Am I crazy? Oh, it's like a pulsing. I see. And it's split. Okay. Wow, this guy's gonna blow single targets away, right? Interesting. Well, let's play... I kind of want to play Atrios Pyro, honestly. I know I unlocked the Surge, and this shit looks very cool and all, but like, we got a great double fire setup, and I haven't had a great burn run yet. Zephyrus Joanna would be cool too, but I really want to set stuff on fire. I think Pyro seems really strong, pardon me. Just ate a cake pop before this. It's fighting back, you know? Anyway, I think Stinky Fish got a lot worse in my estimation once I realized how much you have to reroll. Start of the game, when you're learning, this item is OP. I'm gonna go Firewood. I think an extra action at the campfire is great. You can go enchant rest, you can go enchant rest, reroll origin, and let's get to it. So this is going to look identical, I believe, unless I pick up a Surge character. The pool is just going to be a little different. Also, recap, in case you don't know these guys, this is... he's actually not super strong defensively. His defense stat here is kind of fake, because he gets 100 defense for 3 seconds when he casts, and he puts 3 burns on nearby enemies. And then Pyro gains spell power per stack of burn. This guy, I think, is very good. He has innate flat scaling, which is strong. And if you put like 100 burn on an enemy, that's 300 spell power every time you swing. Pretty strong, in my opinion. I am down to play Rose. I think she's okay. I want to try, but we'll see, right? Someone wrote me a little bit about how itemization works in this game. I'm not, like, how the math works out, basically, in terms of, like, effective usage of stats, you know? I gotta be honest with you, I read through it. Thank you for your comment. I didn't fully grasp it. I think that my feeling is I'm gonna go off of intuition, and my intuition is like, so let me use a practical example here, right? I think that's a good way to go about this. Pyro has 3 base mana regen. He has 30 base defense, he has 45 base attack damage, you know, he has no base spell power. Giving this guy like 20 spell power is infinitely increasing his spell power, right? And obviously that's not 100% accurate, because he's just going from 0 to 20. 0 to 1 is an infinite increase. But early on, when you're just kind of picking things, if your guy does a lot of damage with their spell, well, actually, the better way to put this for most damaging stats is just like, use your intuition, right? This guy has flat scaling spell power, so more casts is maybe best for Pyro. So giving him mana regen on his base components is good. Whereas Rose, her base healing is not that high, so you need to get her some flat spell power. She does give team power, so she has 30, but getting her a little bit of spell power to make this more impactful is good, so she's going to want like some spell power, some mana regen. The place that it's hard, and I think, honestly, I don't know, you as a person, no matter how well you know this game, I think could never intuitively explain to me how, without like whipping out a spreadsheet and then my eyes glaze over, you can never explain to me the effective increase from health to defense in terms of this, like 1350 health, 35 base defense, right? What is better for this character to play? Do you want to give him defense or do you want to give him health? Well, I don't really know. It's kind of hard, but I go off of how other characters look. Is there a compendium I can look at in this game? Let me see. There is not. That's too bad. I'll live though. But like comparing this, I think he has a little higher HP than other base tanks, but lower defense. But he has defense built into his attack, right? His spell. So like, what do I want for this guy? I don't think it actually matters. That's my takeaway. I think it doesn't really matter. Maybe you want to try to make him cast more often, it's okay, but you get what I'm saying? So I think you just kind of go off of intuition and you don't sweat it too much. So that is to say, like, more casts on Pyro good, more spell power on Rose good, but more casts okay, but she has higher innate mana regen. But it kind of comes down to as well, you can just kind of settle, right? Like plus mana regen, plus mana regen. Actually, plus 65 spell power is really good too. Like, I don't need to reroll these, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Anyway, a lot of you commented on the last one and were like, hey, by the way, I'd love to hear you speak more. Don't worry about how much time you spend in the shops. And I still feel like most of my time spent in the shops is just me rereading things I've already read 100 times going, what does this do? What does this do? What does this do? So I'm still going to try to speed up a little bit. But, you know, I'll give you my thoughts. Ooh, you're a surge guy. 9. What do you do? Deals damage in a line which is equal to 125 plus 350% of your attack damage or spell power, whichever is lowest. Heal for 50%. When you surge, he gains 4% spell power, 4% AD. Okay, but he doesn't actually generate surge, so this guy's just like split stats. Not too interesting. I'm stacking burn, which I think you want ethereal damage for. So we could play Emily. I think this scales well with burn. Is she a spell power? You are a caster. Okay. Never use surge. Dude, like, this is the problem with picking surge. I'm just playing a normal ass run, and now I have to figure out what the fuck surge slowdown is. Okay. You generate energy through effects and passively at the rate of 15 energy per second. If you have any effect related to surge or energy, energy fills up your surge gauge. When your gauge is full, you surge, which increases your surge level by 1 and triggers all of your surge effects. By default, you can surge up to a cap of 12. Reset between fights. Takes 100 energy to fill up the surge gauge, but every time that you surge, the amount of energy required to fill the gauge is additively increased by the total surge slowdown. For example, if your team affects total surge slowdown of 20, 100, 120, 140. Okay, cool, whatever. I understand. Mana gen. Okay, so these are like, I see. So you get like power out of these. You get double mana regen, but or not double mana regen, you get +2 mana regen, and mana regen gives you energy, but this also costs you bigger costs on your energy in the future. Okay, that's not that crazy. It's just going to dilute the pool with a bunch of trash I don't want, I'm pretty sure. Flat 24% spell power, start of fight. I don't love it on this guy. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not playing anything with Surge, so what's the point? Ooh, +4 max mana, but 10 spell power, perma-scaling. I don't know if this is good, though. I don't know. 4 max mana is a lot of max mana. So like, what is this? Let's do some figuring here. Sorry, I just got a lot of reasoning to do as I work through these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 3, 4, 5, 6. And then how many is that total? 8. So it's like 100 and something spell power. That's not worth it in my opinion. Let me go again. Scaling attack damage. Good if I'm playing anyone with attack damage. These have all been pretty bad, I fear. This Arcanist staff is okay. I think I will take that one. 40% spell power and magic steal is acceptable. It's a deal. You're a line attacker, right? Yeah, so you should probably go off to the side. And then I'll go forge this up. I think I forge it on the mana regen book. It just makes sense to me. I think we're now in the range where Atrios can start dying. So starting, yeah, he's definitely in the range of dying. Starting now, I need to like hard force him to have something useful. Use Surge Allure gains 20% attack speed for 5 seconds, deals damage equal to... Okay, I'm not reading all of that. I get it. I like my ability to speak shut down for a second. I understand it. Sorry, I couldn't actually read it and parse it into words fast enough. My fault. These don't look very good for me. I think I'm going to pick Teros. Honestly, maybe I should pick you. Alright, I'm going to pick her. Because at least then I can see a surge item. Yeah, and we just want any defensive component here. And how bad is it to give him double spell power? He needs more mana regen, though. Like, I think a bunch of flat spell power isn't that good on Pyro. And ultimately, I might even want to end up moving the spell power staff over, because he's going to scale spell power. Yeah, that's right. I think 3 mana regen versus 4 mana regen, 1 max mana is always 3 mana regen, unless you have something that cares about that. Which I don't right now. I think it's too early for a shop. Also, this path that I took, though, is really ugly, so never mind. I do have to go to this shop, because I want to go to a fire. Alright. Oh, thank God they sent me a burn character. Come on, Blake, you're with me. Okay. We got a whole new row, so I'm going to go top down here. Gain 60% max HP, heal a third of that. Attack damage at the start of the fight. Weird. Attack damage and magic steel. Ethereal infused attacks. Okay, if I'm stacking burn. Crit chance scaling. Deal damage for spell power. 5% chance per max mana to gain a mana regen. What's your max mana? 7, so it's 35%? No, probably not. Spell power equal to max mana, shield. Okay, I'm not into any of this. I do feel like I need to get this guy 1 mana regen component now to go with his Arcanist staff. Because it takes him 20 seconds to fill this up. Right? No, it takes him 40 seconds right now, roughly. Which is a long time. I think I'm going to buy components here. I love being ahead on components, and I don't think any of these call to me. Let me read what Blake does real quick, sorry. Deals damage and inflicts 2 burns to his targets. So he is just like an attack damage, cast fast, and burn enemies ranged AD caster. You can give him spell power too if you like, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna buy this mana regen book. None of these items really call to me. I think you could play Crystal Staff, but it's not that good. It's flat scaling. I mean, maybe you give Crystal Staff over to Rose because she has a base 9. I will actually take that. That's fine. And then I don't have any space. I just kind of buy out whatever components are good here. Base stats in this game, I feel, especially in Act 1, are super good. Okay, so we just give you a tank item. I hit you guys up, and unfortunately we're not even going to see the Surge character because I was immediately offered something better for my build. Look, I'm not going to sit here and try to force Surge, you know? If I see the setup for it and it looks good, we can play it, but this didn't look that good to me. I don't believe. I'm a little worried that Atreus dies here. I'm going to give him a passive. Lifesteal. Shield, double attack on Blake. Probably. Yeah, I can hold on to that. And I'll level up Pyro as well. Whenever you surge, gain 3% crit chance. Yeah, it's just like the pool gets diluted with a bunch of trash I never want. that's the problem. And the game's pool, like I think this game's items pool is already very diluted, so. This is going on you. Alright, let's just send it. It looks okay. I think I have barely enough survivability to live this. Yeah, okay. Nice to get one of the fragments out of the way right away. Mana regen for attack damage, consume shock for spell power, scaling, attack damage, none of that. This Cloak of the Star is like okay. But it would go on Rose, and then I would just scale a bunch of burn off of it. I don't hate it. It's alright. But I need to get her some way to... Oh, okay. Or I just play Pyromaniac, and then I win by scaling mana regen up super high. Ah, well that's a cool way to win this, huh? Sure, that seems great. And that is what I was talking about earlier. I just get to go like enchant, rest, or I can go enchant. I'll probably do enchant, rest. Let me look at the map. Yeah, I'm gonna go fight 2 elite star elite here for sure. I'll just rest and be safe. I think there's no reason to be greedy when we're having a good one. Okay, and then this mana regen is gonna go on here. So now our whole game plan is changed. And I just put mana regen over to Rose, and now we just kind of win by regenerating mana. The big thing that this comp is going to need, I think, is just I need to itemize probably Emily to be an off tank, because I have AoE healing. But Atreus is not a giga tank. I think he will just kind of drop dead if I'm not careful. Defensive Wisdom, Demon God, Spell Shield. Demon God actually might not be bad here because I can just hook you up with another mana regen item. Yeah, I'm down with that because you get a 4th item slot and then I can just bring over, I don't have a component for you right now, I give you another mana regen item and then you can just send like infinite mana regen, which is more, yeah, I think that's gotta be OP here because it doesn't matter that her damage is reduced because our damage is just going to be through Pyromaniac. Let's see how big of a difference it is on her heal. So she loses about 6 on her AoE healing. Yeah, that looked really good. This thing just did 5.1k in 13 seconds. And for reference, that is like how much damage the rest of my team did combined. And she also did 1,000 healing, which isn't too bad. Okay, well now we have our game plan completely handled. And so now I win by making mana regen high. I knew this was going to happen though. I turned on Surge and I was like, well, I'm not playing Surge here. And here's just a bunch of trash I don't want. You can probably play Surge though, right? I bet these Surge items aren't bad. But like, I don't want to. I just want to put Burn on my enemies and stack mana regen. When you Surge, the wearer gains 2% crit chance and 5 and 10% crit damage. It was like a dead item though until you have Surge from something. I don't know. I'll mess around with this some in the future. I'm not a big fan of forcing though. Frost armor. Burning sword might be okay. You could also play orange flake, but I don't know if it's that good. I think I'm just gonna play burning sword. I don't want to roll too much HP away, you know. I like 50% heal receive since I'm gonna be living through AoE healing off of Rose here. I don't mind that. Let's go up the right side. This is just a big tanky fight, huh? Which looks really good for me. My team is AoE focused, so it'll be fine. We got big sword lady. Yeah. And we got... The biggest problem that this team comp has right now is getting the first burn out. Because once I'm up to like, yeah, I'm up to like 18 mana regen, and then I can upgrade Cloak of the Star down the line. The first burn is the hard one, and it comes from Atrios, or probably Blake, actually. Either way, though, the angle here is for sure just pick up that item that gives burn when you get hit. And we're going to look for... Actually, 4 mana regen is good, right? Because it's more damage. Plus 1 mana also doesn't matter too much. That is... I think that's just net positive. Yeah, because it's 5% more chance to gain 2 mana regen, too. Okay, anyone to level here? I have 6 trophies, so I can level both of these characters. Don't you already have Brawler's Rage? No, you have War Machine. Different fist icon attack. Well, we can give this guy Mana Tome. It's not that good, but it's not bad. Ethereal Infusion. Bonus ethereal damage equal to 20 plus 50% spell power. This Astral Staff has to be very good, I feel. I'm just gonna stack mana regen whole team. Getting mana regen-ish. Surge. Freezing attacks. Not that good. Mana Tome. I think I just want to go like Mana Tome double attack swap here. Double attack on this guy. Although he doesn't do anything too interesting. He's the attack damage guy though. So if I get on-hit effects, they're going on him. Undeniably. Here to the side. I think it's okay for me to just kind of sit. Maybe I should have Emily off tank this. But Atrios is up so much HP. I'll have Emily off tank. I think she might get killed. But this is a hard fight. Oh, and her sword positioning. I did not realize. Oh, she hits them both. Never mind. Oh, Atrios just taunted anyway. Okay, I mean, we're super powerful off of Pyromaniac, it seems. How much do I want to roll here for an on-hit burn item? That's a good question. I'll roll to like 20-ish. The High Mountain Ring is pretty good. But at a certain point, like, I don't care that much about her actual casting. I just want this number to be high. Hitting her up, like, it's plus 1 mana regen, but more mana isn't that good. I do kind of just want to find for Rose something that gives her, like, spell power now so that she can actually heal us through things, which honestly, it might be this greedy ring. I'm okay with that. 65 spell power, start a fight. Is that really all that does? That's not that good. I don't know. Well, it's locked in now. Maybe I want to turn this item over to spell power, but I don't know. Mana regen is mana regen. Maybe like this. I guess the thing is, it doesn't have to all be localized on one character, right? So I can put the book over here, and I can hook Rose up with this 65 spell power item, which really makes me realize that this greedy ring is kind of... I guess it's like, it's a component as an item, so it is what it is. -2 max mana, but lose 25% HP at the start of the fight. How bad is that? I lose chances to gain mana regen off of Crystal Staff. It's 10% down. That's probably not worth it. I think Ethereal Amplification is fine. Now let me go read what Ethereal Amplification does. 1 second. What I need to know is, does it apply to burn? It should, because it's just ethereal damage. Okay. Oh, that was an elite. Okay. I'm working on it. I'm figuring shit out. We're going to crush this guy because our damage comes from Pyromaniac, so he can't really chain anything that matters here. And I'm gonna go ahead and forge. I don't have anything to forge this on right now. Alright, well, we should crush this guy. I believe. Yeah, once he gets a little burn on him, he should start to really drop dead. Yeah, that's what I thought. And our healing is high enough that we just out-sustain. I think our run is pretty solid. Actually. Anyone I care about here? No. 1 mana regen for every 150 bonus HP you have? What about Death Rays? I don't think so. How much bonus HP do you have? 560? 3 mana regen? Not that good. This says Surge on it. Oh, once the wearer has done at least 1,000 heal or shield, they fill the surge gauge every 1.5 seconds? That seems OP. Wow. That seems very powerful. Spell power per summon, critical strike, gain damage, nothing. Every 3 attacks, the wearer inflicts 2 burn to all enemies and gains defense equal to the amount of burn on the enemy with the most burn. That might be the one. And then I just find 3 attacks. Oh yeah, and he has double attack too. I find this guy a bunch of scaling attack speed to go with this. Yeah, that'll be fine. Discount in the shop, upgrade rare recipes. I like this mythic chest actually. This is pretty good. I've come around on it now that I understand what it does. I think it's pretty decent. And we're gonna go late fire. Probably like here. I don't need a shop. So like here is fine. And we can pivot off if we need to. This guy's kind of spooky. But we're very strong, I think, right now. Because we have this Rose character. And she's just gonna put up this massive AoE heal. The only thing I want to do is I want to make sure that, because he's gonna shoot his beam off like this way, right? I can position Emily off to the side. Not his beam, but his Death Nado. It's going to go onto one of these 2 characters, and I can just put it so that Rose heals all these 4. Actually, I could hide everyone. I could hide off to the side, right? He might shoot his Death Nado here, but I think that this positioning will be fine. It should go for Rose, yeah. So she can just heal herself. Oh, she can actually heal everyone in this position, wow. That fight was actually pretty close to her dying. All I have to do is scale more burn. Okay, now this is the big one. What do I want? And I think I want 12 mana regen. Oh my god, that's a lot of mana regen. It is plus 4 max mana, but that is so much mana regen. Combos with... Oh my god, yeah, I gotta take that. I'm pretty sure. 8 mana regen is also not bad, but 12 is just like, my god. And then, who's this going on? I think it's going on Pyro. And then I can try to link him up with some sort of when you gain mana effect. Obviously I have Cloak of the Star, but I think I'm happy with it over here on the one that's scaling mana regen up. Because I think she'll end higher. Actually... 13, he's starting at 21, is that right? He is starting at 21. So maybe instead we should run this. The Magic Steel is useless though on Rose, isn't it? But you could play it this way. He starts at 19, and he'll just... He doesn't scale up, though, you know? And early mana regen doesn't matter because there's not even any burn on them. Yeah, I'm going to split these two up, I think, actually. I think we'll play it like this because she's going to scale higher. Yeah. I think that's right. I would like an attack speed component for Blake. No tank items. It's attack speed for Blake now, for sure. 100%. Just raw attack speed is best, but I will roll only a few times. Attack damage minus attack speed. 8% is just so sad, but I can't spend too much HP on it. This goes on Blake, and I need to forge him with... Ooh. You know, HP isn't so bad to have, though. I shouldn't be complaining too much. It's nice to have a little HP. I think Rose now... It's a little close, but I think she will get out DPS right now. Her healing needs to be a little higher, I think, for us to really pop. But also, yeah, our Pyromaniac damage just skyrocketed here because of the magic up. What did you end at for or spell power? 357. And he has 2 open slots. Wow, this character is crazy. He just gave himself 183 spell power naturally. That's quite good. And casting attack speed, consume frost. 2% chance per burn and frost to gain 1 mana regen up to 6 times. I need spell power for Rose. I want spell power scaling for these two. I feel like my mana regen is high enough now. So I'm gonna spend a little rolling. Nah. I'll play Warlock's Book. It's okay. Now the main thing here is I never want to stack up Greedy Ring Warlock's Book, right? I always want those split because we're doing AoE healing. And we're gonna go this way. Want to upgrade some items next is my next thought. Really? I guess I can just hide. The orb is gonna go probably here. Oh, this is a fight. This is one of those fights where you need to make sure that you split these characters, otherwise you just get double beamed. Like one of these beams is gonna go into Rose here, and one's gonna go into you. And now I want it to go on Blake for sure. Like if you angle, I guess what we could do is try to put you over here, but there's the bat, right? Because this guy's gonna put a laser beam in this corner, and he's gonna shoot it at the 2 furthest heroes, right? And so now that's gonna be on Emily and Pyro. What can happen is if you position like this, for example, there's gonna double beam you, I feel. Anyway. Let's get some stats for Atrios. Attack damage, mana regen, attack speed, life steal. Mana regen is fine on anyone here. And Pyro. You have scaling magic steal. I don't think you need more. I'll give you flat spell power. 30 spell power is fine. And then I'll level Rose after this. Let's go. I didn't realize you were going to be targeted here. That's my bad, G. Doesn't matter too much. No, I am very strong even just with a half build. Casting max HP. This could be good. If I took that item that was like gain mana regen equal to your bonus max HP, this thing would be kind of cool. 1 mana regen. I think I will take it just in case I see that again. I do think that this shield is very good. Scaling and self-healing, both strong things. 2 farthest heroes. Okay, and it's got a 1-tile AoE. Understood. So I want my furthest heroes to probably be Blake and Pyro, and we can position like this, and they shouldn't end up splashing on each other. This positioning looks right to me. She can off-tank for now. She's not super tanky, but she'll be okay. Yeah, oh, Blake walked up and now we're getting caught a little bit, but yeah, Pyromaniac is doing all my damage. I didn't know that this origin was in the game, but my god, it's very good for me. Mana regen, max mana. No, it's just Blake and Emily right now that need items. So what do I want? I want attack speed, but I don't want this shitty 8%. I want a bigger one. I can also go flat spell power for Emily if I want to start itemizing her. Or I could just give her mana regen. Like, I could just give everyone on this team mana regen. Why not? -1 max mana is whatever. Give me more mana regen. And then I'll just get you some spell power from something. Go back. Do I want to take anyone to 4 here? Because I can. I kind of like it, but also let's see what this guy has for passive. Lacerate, Ether Healing, Astral Staff. Let's just look at these instead. Robotic Arm is good. Okay, passive swap time. What do you got for me? Another Demon God? It's just a way to cram even more mana regen on this team if I really want. I wonder if you want to play this on your tank, because you could just throw a 4th tank item off of this. Debuff Mastery also not bad, but like, I don't know, Health Rune and Spell Shield are not so exciting. Another Demon God. But I think you just go Astral Staff here onto Pyromania, man. I want Fire and Ice over Astral Staff number 2, right? Well, your attack speed on Emily is pretty low. Target nearby enemies. I think I'll just do this. We can just kill people with mana regen. This goes on. He definitely targets Rose, right? No, he targets Pyro here. So all I really want to do is try to build up a little bit of a wall. I need to delay this guy from getting to Pyro for like a 1/4 of a second or so. Yeah, like that long. So that Rose has time to cast her first spell cast. Oh, and then he just fucking kills him anyway. I thought that we would actually live that. Oh well. It's fine. Some fights are just not good for you. What is your... I need to see your base numbers, please. 30. And yours are 155. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'll play Tome of the Dragon on Rose, because that's good base spell power. And it's 2 more mana regen. It's not like... The thing is, she's not crazy strong. Her spell power is not going to go super high, but she has a lot of mana regen. And that's not too bad. Surge level cap is increased by 5. Wow, that's kind of cool. If Burn Orb for sure here. I wish this said at the start of the fight and every 4 seconds, so that I could just start the fight at 4 burn on enemies. I've never seen this one before. All heroes gain critical strike damage equal to 80% of the spell power on the highest spell power hero. Huh. I'm not going to be playing any of these anyway, of course. So what do we want? We get 2 of these, I think, is what I will do. We want Cloak of the Star for sure. Warlock's Book is not crazy. I think you go for this one, though, and you get a bigger flat spell power hit, because what does it go up to? 48%? Yeah, it gets very strong. And we'll prioritize a few campfires in the next act, I think. You're the claw guy? Yeah. I think I can just AoE in the stack, right? Yeah, I think I can just stack and tank this. I'm not afraid. Because all my damage comes from Pyromaniac, so I don't care if he's lowering my attack damage. I don't care if he's like doing this shit. Rose's healing is like a little bit unfortunate. I thought she was gonna pop off, you know? I really thought she was gonna do great. I feel like she is just barely keeping her head above water. 24% attack speed, thank you. Flat spell power for Emily isn't bad here. She's missing that. Gain 3 mana regen, lose 20 attack damage? Yeah. Yep, that's very good. Plus 15 mana regen, whole team? Don't mind if I do. Maybe I should have gone to the elite there, or the exclamation mark there, actually. One thing about this game that I'm still not super correct about, I don't go to those when I really should. Events in this game, I'll say it, they're kind of OP. They're a little bit stronger than I think they even should be. Hi Rose, good luck. Let me get you a level up. I think just flat HP is really good on this character, but 30 spell power is also a lot of spell power. Because it's actually like 45 spell power because of the Tome of the Dragon. Technically, a streamer is actually like 44 point something, 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 something. Yeah, whatever, man. You're right. Give me the spell power. I'm gonna be greedy. I think it should translate to be worth it. How'd she do? Oh, she got stunned. I think it's a reasonable amount more power. It's okay. Just give me this, but give me the burn version. I hope there's a burn version. Not this, but the burn version is what I asked you for. I don't want to roll too deep here. I'm gonna pick this tortoise shell. You know what I should probably do is I should probably go to another shop. The problem with passive swapping right now is I don't have anyone who has a passive I want to get rid of. Also, fight recap, how much of your damage was your passive? 840? Not that much, actually. Something is wrong. I have made an error. I apologize, I didn't count. I just assumed. Cast gain 14 spell power. Mana Plantation, not the worst. Empowered could be cool. I just don't really have a spot. Astral Staff could go. I think that's fine. I need to look at the team setup again. Oh well. I need to see how many times she casted. It didn't feel like that many. I'll give you Mana Plantation, but that's so useless. 2 random heroes gain 1 mana. Scale your own spell power. How many times did she cast? 2. That's what I thought. Not very many. I'm gonna go for another relic. I feel like relics in this game are just so good. And my Rose character, I have a bad feeling about her chances of surviving this fight. I'll just say it. I don't love her odds. Because she's going to be the target of all of these tornadoes. Oh no, never mind. They just blew Emily away. My fault, Emily. Holy, she got annihilated. Why'd you do so much damage? Oh wow, it was his passive. No, it wasn't his passive. He just cast a 4th time. Okay. Sorry, Emily. Do you not get trophies for these fights? That's interesting. Okay, I don't want more mana regen. I want like percentage scaling on this guy if possible. My mana regen is very high. Percentage scaling is all. Or I just want burn. But I don't want to spend too much of my HP. That's the problem. There really is just so much trash. It's actually staggering. I'm gonna take Viking Shield. Rami's ship. Attack damage and spell power are reduced to 0. You can no longer increase these attributes. 100% attack speed, 100% ethereal amplification. Okay, that seems fucking terrible. That is incredible. That is so bad. I'm gonna take this negative attack speed for spell power. That seems good. Alright, thankfully it's this boss who I feel like is very kind to you. Should I just kill this guy and level up? I want robotic arm. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this guy away. Get out of here, Kiro. I want your trophy. Give me the level on Pyro. Balance dice gives you a bunch of crit chance. This gives you a shield. Oh, Omni crit. What's your crit chance? 5%. Yeah, that sounds good as fuck. I should forge my guy. I'm not gonna double forge him. I don't necessarily know if I'm playing this Viking shield yet. It doesn't sound super good. The problem that this team really faces is I have Emily set up like she's some sort of fucking... Like she's in the position as if she's gonna off tank, but she just gets killed. She's like paper. But she needs to be stronger. Oh yeah, don't forget that this shit enrages faster because I took the super powered relic, the mythic chest. Enrages at 8 seconds there. It doesn't matter, I'm very strong. You know what I found in life is if you ever are in a position where you're like, man, I really need to apply a lot of a status effect from an on-hit effect, just click on the mushroom guy. Okay. This is a heal. I almost want to take that and throw it on Emily. But I'm gonna roll. I think we can do better. Attack damage, attack damage. Crit. Okay. I'm not reading all of that. King's Ring is like, it's cool, but like awful. Like it's not pickable here. This ramping staff is also one of those items that I don't know if I'll ever in my life click on. Doubles the amount of debuffs that the wearer applies. I don't even feel like Blake is applying that many debuffs. That's the problem. Like, it's all coming from Rose. He's just gonna explode. Like, you can't do it. But it would be nice to double this, right? Gonna just rocket people's debuffs up. I just don't think it's worth it. But this is the problem. I'm rolling down and I'm getting nothing. What do I do? What do I do? I have to stop rolling soon. I guess we pick Staff of the Elements. I'm not thrilled. 15 defense, surge slowdown 10. Okay. Team size increased by 1. Let me just take 15 defense. Not thrilling. I'm just gonna try to focus up on getting through some fires here to force this game to show me a few items. Like, this rightmost path looks pretty decent. I can also divert up through an elite, but I don't know, man. I will fucking drag this game kicking and screaming if I have to into giving me something I want. I will force, and you can't stop me. Oh, these are all useless for you. Here's Agile Katana G. Good luck. What do you even do? You want spell power on this lady. Oh, I read that as 25. Not bad. Okay, let's take a look at who is putting up the most burns on this team here, by the way. Get ourselves an idea. 34, 24, 60. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Blake wants attack speed. He doesn't get offered attack speed. He can have 2 mana regen. I want 1 more attack speed component, and then the rest of this doesn't matter. I'll just pick whatever. I'll pick whatever looks good, and then if I want it down the line, I can have it. You guys... Yeah, you do split damage. I just have to protect these 2 little fragile beans, you know? They're like glass. Not too bad of a fight. Once we get scaled up on burn, Pyromaniac goes crazy. I'm on my fucking knees here, game. Please. Zero amplification per burn. I just, like, what's the point? There's no way that I'm playing around Astral Sword. That shit's embarrassing. I just didn't read the rest of her attack. I didn't realize she did 3 attacks. That's kind of cool. Alright, show me anything that says burn on it. I'm begging you. These aren't very good. I'm gonna roll like 2 more times. Okay, well this says burn on it, but you know. About level 0.5 attack speed, you gain mana regen. Is that even that good? I doubt it, honestly. What's the point? I'm already 4 items on you. So no, probably not. Okay, this is the last roll. Oh, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Finally. Fade out. Thank you. Bless. Okay, we rest, and then we go enchant on Fiery Katana for sure. And... I'm gonna do the Warlock's book. A lot of mana regen. Okay, so... maybe I'm gonna end up playing the Staff of the Elements, I don't think. Here's the $1,000,000 question. Am I keeping Blake? Probably yes. But it's worth considering. It's just worth considering that I could run this shit on Leam instead. Because his cast is Forge 2 additional Mushroom Arrows, so every 6 casts, or every 6 attacks, he gets 2 free casts. I think what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to probably swap over once I get a passive swap, because this double attack is really good. I think from this spot, though, we just gained incredible amounts of power. I think we're going to see ourselves become a lot stronger here. 6 trophies is 30. I have enough to level Rose. Surge, yeah. I do have a way to stun, so it's not the worst. Yeah. It's a lot better, I feel. Now let's see the burn application. It's actually only 22. Defense increased by 98. Well, I definitely want to get Leam on this board. That's what I got out of this. Just a better shield than what you're currently wearing. No reason not to play it. What the hell are these guys? Oh, they do the cone frontal, and they heal for the damage. Just put Emily off to the side, I think, and hide everyone else. Should be fine. It just goes to 188 HP on fight start. Yeah, look at how beefy Atrios ends up being. He's very hard to kill. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep checking the fight recap. It's just tough that my man is being outburned. I've so much on him, he's being outburned by fucking Rose. It is what it is, though. Okay, so I'm not gonna roll too much here because I am, like, almost out of HP. I'm gonna roll one time, though. 35% spell power at fight start. God, he does not give a fuck about that. Okay, one more roll. I know I keep saying it. I say one roll way too many times. But, like, my god. One roll. I don't know, man. It's just like, what is any of this shit doing? Nothing. It's all useless. I just click whatever and we move on. I am not willing to go fight an elite at 9 HP. So if I fight the dragon, I think I just die. So I'm gonna go rest. And I want to look at the enchant. Oh, that is terrible. I'm gonna rest twice, and then we're gonna go ahead and upgrade. I think Runic Shield is fine. We end at a shop. I might rip another... Oh, so what is this? This is a normal? This is a normal. I might rip another burn scaling item. I'd love when hit, apply 1 burn to all enemies. That would be very good. I also, dude, I don't have a single item on Emily. I didn't even realize. You know what, Emily? Let me hook you up. Let me bless you a little bit. Honestly, I think I just throw her, like, instead of this 3 mana regen, let me hook her up with 320 HP. And I'm just gonna drop her. Well, she's like 42% reduced. 29. Oh, it's really good. I'm just gonna turn her into an off tank. Cause like, what the hell else is she doing? She's not doing damage. And it's silly to pretend like she's going to randomly start doing damage. She's here. She's a bot, right? She is just a bot. That's the best way I can say it. It doesn't really matter what you think of her. She's here to be... Like, she's here because she synergizes, basically. But she doesn't have anything to do on the team. She's being carried. So I may as well hook her up with a little bit of... Oh my god, what happened to her? I have no clue what just happened to her. I need to know why my characters die. I feel like that's the biggest flaw of this game. I need a damage taken breakdown. What the fuck killed her? I think maybe... Oh, you know what? That was the orb demon, right? So he shot orbs to all of his allies, and all of his allies just were 4 people stacked in line with her, so she got blown away. I think that's what I just witnessed. You know? I think I'm just gonna play this healing cloak on Pyro. It's not beautiful, it's not exciting, but you know what? It's good enough. Every 3 seconds, heal the lowest percent HP hero for 35 plus 40 spell power, 40% spell power. It helps. Who are you? You're the orb demon. Right, right. So this guy, you gotta hide your fragile characters and just like, this guy's kind of a fucking bitch, honestly. He just does so much damage. 870. I need to try to set up in a way where I can get Pyro probably like this, right? Because we need to split the orb damage, I feel. Anything I want? Double attack. Nature's Gift is fine. It's not like you do anything with it. Maybe I just want crit chance. I think Nature's Gift is fine. Yeah, it'll hopefully be okay. Because we just have to get it so that the orbs are split to the whole team. And then, yeah, we just rush him down. Give us time. What Pyro do for healing? Oh, not very good. Okay. Heard. Doesn't really matter what I take here. Mana regen is fine. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and level Lean here. Terrible. A speedy company, I guess. Because I think I'm swapping Blake out for Lean at this point. Let me see the passives. Summon water elementals, critical protection, snowy muscles. Yeah, I'm down. It's funny because he's like a burn character. Maybe I'm supposed to swap him out for you, but I feel like I can't mono tank this run very nicely. So yeah, I'm just gonna run it this way. And we're gonna let Liam come in and be our fiery katana holder, because I think he's just way better at it than this guy is. Anything I want here? Remember, I have... What, I have 2 open item slots here. Okay, let's go through it. No. Probably not. Absolutely not. No. 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 Kind of. Actually, not the worst idea. Kara's Amulet's okay for survivability. Ooh, Vengeful Great Mace looks really fucking good here. I am being sarcastic. I apologize. I have tricked you once again. I think this Burning Sword is kind of useless, right? It's like, if I could go back, I would probably see 1 or 2 seconds of stun off of it. Not thrilled. Also, not sure how I feel about this Blaze item. But yeah, I'm gonna sever this Burning Sword. And we're gonna play Death Rays instead. Because your attack damage is, oh my god, it's 90. Holy shit, I didn't know his base attack damage was so high. My fault, G, my fault. How bad is it? Generate an additional mana, but they also get damage for 70% of their attack damage. I'm just thinking, right? I could run, I could do this. And then I could hook up Liam with this Kara's amulet. I could give him the Kara's amulet, and then I could give him the Staff of the Elements. 5x the stacks of debuffs on the current target. I just don't have an off tank, you know? But like, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's not a big deal. 1.36. Fiery Katana is so good on him, I feel. He's like the guy. You can hook him up with 14% attack speed and 14% crit chance, right? That's pretty good too. Okay, I'm gonna buy this thing. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but I have the money. We're gonna take leather gloves with us, and I think I'm gonna take this orcish axe. And we're gonna go. I'd take the harvester shield too. Then we're gonna go. And I'm just gonna move on. And now I'm gonna do a little bit of thinking about this. Because like this Emily character is fucking useless, right? She's doing nothing. She's not even really that good as an off tank, I feel. And how I might need her for the final boss. But I can run. The problem is that Liam is a little under-leveled if I play it out like this. That's what I don't love. The split damage also, like, this Molten Dragon, I gotta be careful he doesn't just snipe me here. I'm gonna let him breathe on these three. My frontline setup is not great, and I don't know. The breath might just catch me. Anyway, let me hero panel. Let me get Blake in for Emily. Because you have... Next generating additional mana. That doesn't seem that good. That's the thing. That isn't that good. Like, this is like, why bother, basically. I think that's true. I think this is a why bother. I think you're supposed to play this. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to play this. It's like, what is the point? I don't know. I think there isn't one, honestly. And that's okay. I just brought a bunch of stuff that I'm not even going to end up using, which is kind of weird. But we can end up with Kara's amulet on Emily here. One of these is an Emily item. It's not the worst. And then... Well, the early damage equal to 5x to get stacks of debuffs. I think I am down to play this. It's a lot of damage, I'm pretty sure. And then you may as well Burning Sword here. Okay, this is our setup. If I die, I die. I'm not 100% confident that this wins. I feel like I might just get out DPS'd by the dragon. You know, if you two are going to be off on your own, you may as well go stand in the fire and get some spell power, right? I think we position this way. And he should breathe like this line. Okay, I'm ready. Actually, am I ever going to play you, Blake? No, I'm going to dismiss him and get these 9 trophies. I'm going to send you away as well for my 2. Let's get Lima level. 12% attack speed, pretty good. Anything else here? I have 8, that's 40. I can get him another passive, it's fine. You can play double ultimate. Okay, let's see how it looks. Yeah, the breath is aimed exactly where I thought it would be. Okay, we actually crushed that. Very nice. And I was correct. I said to myself, I think that this is going to be a lot of damage, and I was correct. Every attack, hey, he just rocked up and did 2500 DPS, which is how much damage? You know, it's about half of the damage output. Also, oh my god, his shielding was how high? Oh, that was all from his spell steal. Wowee. Anyway, that looks right. I'm happy with how we ended up here. Okay, I do have an open item slot on I don't have it. I do have an open item slot in Atrios, but I'm not gonna look too hard. I'll do like 2 or 3 rolls. This Valkyrie Scepter might be really strong. But does anyone have an open slot for it? No, definitely not. Okay, I'm just gonna pick something and move on. I don't think any of these are any good. Heroes gain Omni Crit? No. Oh, I could just ruin my run. That'd be good. We go 4 spell power and 4% spell power per mana. That's fine. And I am down to enchant up. Greedy Ring is a bigger loss of health, but it's more starting spell power. We're gonna enchant that. We're gonna enchant the Healing Cloak. And if we look, we're gonna leave ourselves with, like, what? Some tank items unenchanted, but the tank items aren't that important. Because I'm gonna rest and be safe to be sure I don't die to getting one character smacked here. This guy shouldn't even have a chance. 6 trophies? Anyone level up here? 30 XP? So no. Ooh, Rose almost died there. But yeah, the Healing Cloak is doing a lot to keep, like, single characters who drop low topped off. I'm not putting out insane burn, and actually, like, goddamn, Pyro's kind of popping now. He is getting a very high amount of spell power. What from? Oh, it's just from his spell. Wow. He's actually just like that. Maybe these fights weren't going long enough. I feel like he wasn't doing this before. Anyway, my position here, we're just gonna... Because these guys just do the big circle AoE. I'm gonna position in a line or in a circle around them. I think like this is best, because they should all still hit. You could like have Emily tank one if you're scared. I'm not really scared though. Again, Pyro just heals up. We get our first. Once we get topped off, I think we're fine. I should outscale these guys. I complained about this fight originally, but I understand it now. This fight is just like a build strength check, basically. It's just, does your build scale enough damage to power through their insane healing? Or do you have some AoE to whittle them down and survive? I think both options are fine. I tend to go for the just power through them game plan. But yeah, we're gonna go off of what I learned about this fight, which I'm pretty sure is the best strategy here is to just have one shitter off tank the fucking right hand, because he's the orb guy, and we kill the one that does the split damage and summon move thusly. Because now Emily will just tank the orb and she will be healed through it naturally. Although I could maybe put her like this so that she's a little closer. Maybe she can get in the Rose AoE this way. Oh fuck, but now I'm getting caught by the cleave. Whoops, I just lost the game. Man, that doesn't feel good. That's my bad. Actually, I might still win out because of my passive. But yeah, that's my bad. I forgot that he does the cone. Okay, I do still win. Thank you, Lean. Oops. Yeah, I need to not let him cleave onto my squishy backline. I didn't think about the fact that he has a cleave. It's one of those mechanics that just never sticks with me for some reason. You know, this fight has splash damage on the left hand, and it summons, and it stacks corruption, and the right hand does the orb shot, and also it has a cleave. It's a lot of mechanics to remember. I'm not gonna sweat it too much. Hey, thanks for watching. When you see this video, I should have said this at the start. This video might not be in HD. I'm sorry about that. I'm like recording this an hour before it's going up. It's gonna take a long time to process. I'm gonna end the recording now so I can get the upload started. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.